Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. It's time for our 25th recorded playthrough of Dominions. Yep. Steam says I have 276 hours in this game already. I'm sure that's a little exaggerated, but not insanely. I tend to close the game when I'm done with it, so yeah. Anyways, last time we kind of finished up our brief, or not so brief, foray into modded nations. We will be back. Of course, there's plenty more Warhammer stuff to look at least. But we want to go back and do some more vanilla stuff. There's a lot of vanilla stuff, and of course that's where most of like any discussion is related to. So if I want to like find out some thoughts or feelings or information about nations, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier for the vanilla ones, obviously. So all the mods that we have enabled now are AI no recruit, improved casting AI, gem gen, new sprites. We're throwing in Oh My Gods, which has pre-designed pretenders for the AI to really make them capable. So I haven't played with that one in a long time because I felt like it was a bit much for me, but maybe it's not anymore. And trusty research and worthy heroes. So the usual accompaniment. No modded nations at all, just to maintain a sense of balance. All right, and we're also going to be playing on normal vanilla maps, east-west wraparound, all that stuff. We want the vanilla experience, and this is going to be Mangg's LPs 25. We're going to go EA, and I think we're going to go... We have a lot of choices we haven't done here, obviously. Many choices, but I think we got to go with Katis. A bit of a nemesis for me. Every time I bump into them, I just kind of despise fighting them, so now I want to be on the other end of that. Although usually I fight MA Katis, so we'll see about EA. The Lizard Kings. We're going to do 5 difficult AI. We'll put them all on standard. And let's have a look at Katis. So they are lizards. Cold-blooded lizards. Become exhausted very quickly when fighting in cold provinces. They have partial resistance to poison, and they prefer to live in warm provinces. Yeah, so heat scale +2. They're cold-blooded. We need to be forever aware of that. Where we're fighting, when we're fighting, that sort of thing. Because that is a big detriment to our people. +2 encumbrance per cold scale. Cold resistance reduces this penalty. So CR5 is a 50% reduction, CR10 is a 100% reduction. So that's maybe a possibility. But, ideally we just fight in our own dominion. So we have chariots, infantry, slave warriors, and sacred serpents. Magic, we get death, nature, some water, and astral. We have powerful priests, we know that. Order and limit +1 and heat limit +1. Standard forts. Alright, so going down the list, we have a Taskmaster, +2 on Taskmaster for slaves. Which means we do not get a scout. No, we do not get scouts. We'll have to hire independent scouts if we want that. The commander of Katis, 75 leadership. Basically just a reskinned indie commander. Lizard Lord, 100 leadership with a gold star, so that'll be our main commanders. Not really sure why you'd make many of these other ones, but alright. Hiradul, basic level 1 priest for very, very cheap. High Priest of Katis, level 2 priest, also, reasonably cheap. And they have Temple Trainer, where they can train the sacred serpents. A Lizard Shaman, our most basic mage. Pretty cheap. 1 astral, 1 nature, 9 research. and a supply bonus. So if we want to do nature communions, this is the faction to go with, I guess. Reborn gets 2 death. That's it. Horde of Skeleton spam is alive and well. Sauromancer, however, our big mage. 3 death, 1 nature, and then water, astral, death, or nature, and a 10% for another one. 15 research, invulnerable 15, which is a nice little bonus there. And perhaps has the capability for some light thugging with that. With poison resistance, possibly some nature magic, death magic. Let me just see. If we can get water, you can get Stygian Skin, which gives you invulnerability 15. I don't know exactly how that stacks, but if it does stack, that's pretty obscene against anything non-magical. 30 protection is pretty nuts. Let me just look at... So, I mean, so that's an option. But also, Death 3 gives you, I believe, Soul Vortex, which is an insanely powerful self-buff. Yeah, Alteration 6, 3 Death gives you Soul Vortex, which does a 1 armor negating damage, and it's a life drain. Now, they don't have much hit points, but they can equip the full accoutrement of gear. I could see Sauromancer light thugs happening. Okay, so yeah, the other thing that's big that we've never casted and was much bigger in the last game, apparently, is Foul Vapors. So it's 4 nature, 1 water. Causes poison clouds to appear across the entire battlefield. It is enchantment 6. I don't think Sauromancer will ever get up there. But a nature communion could. Yeah, nature communion could. But one of the guys, one of the masters would have to have a water boost. And we don't really have access to water much. Well, no, I mean, if we get a guy... We'd have to get one of these guys, very luckily, that got water and astral. And then we could do it without an empowerment. But Foul Vapors would be very, very, very strong for our nation, because we are all poison resistant. Then we get the Lizard Air. Sacred Commander. It's also a priest, which is nice. And the Lizard King, level 3 priest. Yep. Pretty nice. Our units. We've got our basic militia. The most basic unit we can pump out. 11 hit points, 5 protection, 12 MR. Average or below average stats, but they get length 3 spears with 13 piercing, which is not shit. Also poison resistance and swimming and swamp survival. But I'd much rather go for the Catissian heavy infantry, considering they're not that expensive. 11 hit points, 16 protection, 12 MR, 12 defense, 13 piercing on the spears, and the poison resistance, of course. And they get shields. 9 morale is pretty low, though. That is definitely a weak spot for them. City Guard. Pretty similar, except lower protection. Yeah, and they get a castle defense bonus, but that's whatever. Catissian Light Infantry, however, 13 defense, 5 protection, but they get javelins. No armor, so they depend on their skin, which means bark skin could be the way to go. But at the same time, you could just bark skin the heavy infantry, and that would just be better. The light infantry has the javelins. That's what it has going for it. But I don't know if that's enough of a factor. It depends on how sloth your nation is. Then the medium infantry, the balance between the two. Pretty average. 13 defense, 10 protection. No javelins. They get a ringmail cuirass, but no helmet. So you'd really want bark skin for that. Yeah, I don't know. Runner. Okay, so combat speed of 16. 12 hit points, 3 protection, 8 defense. They get a spear, but they don't get any charge bonus. It's almost like a cavalry, sort of. But, yeah, Yeah, hard to say. They do get a spear and a bite. I don't know, maybe... I don't know, it's hard to say. Slave warrior. 3 protection, 9 defense. They get a big trident, 20 pierce, and a bite. This could be some mean fucking flankers, but I feel like you'd lose them in droves. The falchineer. Dual-wielding falchions with 15 protection, 10 defense. Yeah, I'd probably rather make these guys. But they, length 1 is always a bit unfortunate. Charioteer. Now, we know we're going to make these, because I remember a game long ago where I just got demolished. I think that was my Calum game, right? Where you just got demolished by their charioteers. Turns out airdropping your army onto a bunch of chariots doesn't help much. So yeah, we'll definitely be making these, and these are, our big heavy flankers that will just trample everything in sight. The chariot has 19 protection, 23 hit points. Charioteer, 14 defense, 14 protection, 13 hit points. Yes, pretty damn strong. And then the Serpent Dancer, our sacred unit. 16 defense, but only 5 protection, 11 morale, 13 MR. They got a snake staff, which is length 3, 15 magic, piercing, bludgeoning damage with a strong poison effect. With a strong defensive buff, maybe. Okay. So the this guide for notable troops says the elite warriors, light cav for flanking with 2 attacks and low upkeep. So I think that's the falchineer is what he's talking about. Or is he not talking about that? No, these elite warriors. Oh yeah. These guys I thought about for flanking. Yeah, and that's what he says. Flanking with 2 attacks and low upkeep. The heavy infantry, decent line holders. The falchineer, damage dealers with 2 18 slash damage falchions and 15 protection. And of course the chariots, size 4 tramplers with 17 protection, good buffed with body ethereal. Yes, that all sounds pretty strong. Except, he says it's good buffed with body ethereal. But ethereal specifically makes trampling half as effective. I wonder if that trade-off is worth it, though. Or if that was a change for Dominion 6. Okay, so damage of a trample Damage is 7 plus the trampler's size. Armor piercing. Okay, and the chariot size is 6, so you're looking at 13 damage. I assume plus DRN. And it's armor piercing. Which is why it's quite devastating. I mean, 13 damage. Armor piercing is a pretty strong attack against most infantry. But cutting that in half down to like 6 or 7 armor piercing means it's only really okay against like it's only really good against like the most average of infantry, and even then like you're gonna not get that many kills that quickly. So I'm not sure if that's if that holds up for Dominion 6. I don't know. I'm not sure. I really have no idea. Okay, here's a post about why someone prefers Dom 5 over Dom 6, and they specifically mention ethereal tramplers get their damage cut in half. So I think that's new. Well, so that is a big nerf to tramplers. But honestly, I wouldn't be able to fucking handle that. Yeah. So I think that's a worthy buff, and it makes a lot of sense. I think the chariot. I mean, we're still going to build a lot of chariots, but yeah, body ethereal is not the answer. Right. He says, however, to avoid building serpent dancers, the sacred unit at the capital. His early game recommendation is to recruit as many elite warriors as possible, as well as one high priest to train sacred serpents that accompanies your expansion parties for the morale bonus. Otherwise, shamans and later reborn and sauromancers to research, blah blah blah. Lead expansion parties of 8 to 10 chariots with a lizard heir or 25 elite warriors with a taskmaster. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, so right. I mean, it's all sort of what I would expect. So yeah, I wasn't blown away by the Serpent Dancer either, so it's good to see him say that it's not really worth it. So what else do you have that is sacred? You do have all of your communions guys are sacred, and the Lizard King is sacred, I guess. The Lizard Heir is sacred, but the Sauromancer specifically is not sacred. He doesn't mention the Sauromancer as being a thug option, or as being, like, really viable for it. But I don't know. I mean, maybe, again, like, it was different in Dominions 5. I could look at the wiki. No, I mean, they had their invulnerability 15. So, doesn't really call it out much, but I don't know. It's possible. But yeah, anyways, I guess our bless isn't really that important. Sure doesn't seem like it. Like, he definitely does not have, like, a strong bless option presented as, like, one of his pretender builds. Two reinvigoration and arcane finesse is sort of what he offers. So that means, yeah, we're probably going to heavy scales, which is always fine with me. Or we can just grab an awake expander, like a giant snake, or the Grand Sorrow Lich. His super combatant recommendation is the Myrmicolian with 2 reinvigoration, which is pretty wild. The thing can just expand on its own. It's got fire, it's got earth, it's got a fear aura, berserker +5. It's a population killer, of course. It's a horrific. I hate looking at it. I don't know if I'll ever pick this thing. Oh, it says to get enchantment 3 for fire shield and strength of giants. I don't know. It still seems kind of questionable. I'm not sure. Of course, his scales recommendation is the monument, which is usually what I go with anyways. Yeah, it's a boring choice. It's the usual choice, but it is always very nice. You get the order bump. It's just built for scales player. It's almost certainly going to end up in the long run as my most picked chassis. So I'm perfectly fine with that. And yeah, he doesn't recommend much. He recommends that. And then taking like this and Arcane Finesse. Say now in Dominions 5, you could have actually taken 2 reinvigorations because you got 2 more bless points on every nation. But yeah, that's it. And then basically imprisoned and max everything out. That seems a little excessive even for me. He went, yeah, because you could raise your scales a bit higher. There you go. And we can throw in Arcane Command. That's some pretty godly scales, I gotta say. That's maybe the best scales I've ever had. So, yeah. Ame. All praise Ame. Alright, and we're gonna go with, you know what, let's go with one of my OG layouts. Let's actually bring back level 1 and 3 thrones to make this really vanilla. So I think the original layout was like, you could get the original thing was like 1 of each, right? And so then you could get both of the 1 or 2 thrones together. Oh, yeah, and then it was 3 points. Yeah. You get both of the level 1 or 2 thrones, and then, or the 3 throne, and that would be the victory. And then I think for a bit we doubled it to 2, 2, 2, so you'd get 2 level 1 thrones and 2 level 2 thrones, or both of the level 3 thrones. And that ended up being kind of a fun mix. We could go one step further and go to 9 points. And then you get all 3 level 3s, or all the 1s and all the 2s, or some combination. You could get 2 level 3s and then a 2 and a 1. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. I think this might be a bit longer than normal. And we do have a total of 9 thrones, whereas usually I play with like 8. But yeah, this will be fine. All right. Yeah. Well, we start in a good old swamp. It's always nice. We got crazy amount of research to start, and it's annoying no matter what your scales are, you always start with 600 gold. I wish that could get bumped up. Now, if we want to get a level 4 prophet, we have to make a Lizard King first thing. And it's like, do I need a level 4 prophet? You know, level 4 you usually get fanaticism, right? Which is a +1 morale buff to the entire army. The thing is, like, I'm pretty sure we have kind of shitty morale. Well, the heavy infantry have 11. Elite warriors have 11, and they can get Taskmaster. Okay, I guess we don't have that shitty morale. Maybe I was thinking of the last one we played. Okay, so yeah, it's probably not worth waiting. I mean, it sets you back in multiple ways to do that. I mean, it's not just fanaticism. He can preach to a very high degree of strength. There are trade-offs, but I don't think it matters, so we'll just make him the prophet. We have no scouts. So, you know, there's that. And we're going to start by making probably the Lizard Shaman. It's a pretty solid researcher, especially with our +2 magic. Very cheap. So we're going to go with Lizard Shamans. That gives us quite a bit of money, resource, and recruitment points to play around with here. We don't want... we don't want our sacreds. The chariots are kind of hefty on resources at the start. So we can go with decent amount of heavy infantry. Go with that. Yeah, resources are our limiting factor at the moment, but that obviously comes when you capture more shit. As for research, we get a lot of starting research here, 250. Now he recommends Enchantment 5, Alteration 1, Thaumaturgy 1. Because Enchantment 5, of course, gets you Horde of Skeletons, which is pretty damn big. It also gets you, if we just take a gander here, you also get Pale Riders, which is a pretty strong summon, like, ritual. You get 25 plus Long Dead Horsemen. And since we don't really get any other form of cavalry, that's pretty nice. So I don't disagree with that, but the Horde of Skeleton spam is very strong. Yeah, now you used to get Foul Vapors then, but now you get it at 6, and we will struggle to actually get this online for a while. So that's not as important. But yeah, Enchantment 5 is a pretty big benchmark. Alteration 1 gets you nothing, because it used to get you Body Ethereal, but they bumped that up to 3, and probably rightfully so. It's a pretty obscene buff. But Body Ethereal also, you know, he used on the chariots. It's still going to be good for us, just for our soldiers. I mean, just because we can spam the shit out of it with all our cheap mages. But I wouldn't say it's as important. What I would say is a bit more important, possibly, is Group Barkskin. And then Thaumaturgy 1, of course, for communions. But I usually put that off for a while because I don't have that many mages to throw around. But yeah, I would say enchantment is generally where we want to be, but we might pop over to alteration for a bit. We'll see. One thing I have heard is being like really fucking obscene is the Wraith Lord Commander. As far as like a thug unit is. Let me just see. So Wraith Lord, it's 18 protection, 33 hit points, 17 MR. They have a Bane Blade, 18 attack, 28 damage. Resist cold 25, resist poison 25, a cold aura, a fear aura. They summon ghosts. They're immortal, so they'll always come back. They're ethereal. And they can equip, obviously, all the slots. That is a very strong thug chassis. That's Conjuration 8, though. So we'll probably not ever get to that. It's very high end. But yeah, I think enchantment is the way to go. Alright. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. We're up against some undead here. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. We mainly want to get resources online. So I guess we're going to go up against the ghouls and Solus. We'll take along our extra priest for some banishment. Yeah. Wish you could handle more troops. I'm not about to take a morale penalty, but we'll leave the elite warriors out of it, I suppose. These are speed 9. I can't even do line formations. Something like that. Doesn't affect mindless beings, but I don't think... What was this? Ghouls? Yeah, ghouls are not mindless. So that's fine. And then you can cast, of course, Stellar Decree, which is not that great. All right. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Keep going. Keep going. All good. All good. We got halfway through enchantment 2, so that's pretty good. We probably could bid on a mercenary group. Help us out a little bit. Hey, let's watch a battle, shall we? So the idea is they would meet up around the same time, throw the javelins, try not to hit our own guys. Yeah, maybe they were a little far behind. Getting surrounded. Yep, because I fucked up the placement a bit. That didn't perfectly work out, but we got it. Plus 5 city guards there, 1 light infantry. Well, city guards are pretty... May as well call them shitty guards. How about that? We're on the lookout for a scout, if possible. Okay. A little bit rougher there. 3 heavy infantry, 1 light, 5 guards. Insect swarms are eating our crops. That sounds like it'd be a common problem. For Katis. Just gonna have someone site search immediately. I love my gems. 6 light infantries on that one. Archer spam, I'm sure. Okay. Little iffier on that one. Pop back home. You will search. And... getting close to the point of making... chariots. At least a couple chariots would be pretty beneficial. Hey, found a painted cave. Astral Pearl per turn. Yeah, I really should make a better commander. Alright, let's do that. Should I just make a Lizard King and get it done with? Suppose. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, not too shabby. Give me a scout, damn it. Very nice and peaceful expansion. Hey, found the Glen of Verdant Greenery. I bet that's a nature one. 1 heavy, 1 light. Perfectly fine, doing well. Okay, we have our cap circle completed. Good. Now we need to build the second fort. And again, our weakness is resources. So we want a place that's going to have good resources. I'm thinking right here in Ophaleth will be a strong choice. Rather than building for income, I think we'll have a lot of income. Let's go for Ophaleth. Good, good, good. This does give 1 nature gem per turn. We like the nature gems. Therados is right here. That's unfortunate placement. And Therados is pretty shitty because he's all ghosts. He's all ethereal. He's all fuck faces. Let's try to be friends with Therados, shall we? We do have a throne here. I'd pin this probably on a 2 and say it's a 2. My usual. Otherwise, no thrones in sight. And no scouts in sight, of course. We could start building temples. We want to spread our seed. Once winter hits, you know, we want to avoid these kind of battles. So, yeah, get me Hierodule. Alright, enchantment 3, that's good. Oh, he already claimed the throne of the churning ocean. I assume this is Therados, Spectral Commander, yeah. And fucking Pangea took... Damn, why are we so cramped in here? Fuck. Well, as an alternative, we can go to, like, Sinkhole Swamp or something. Or just build the fort in Scraw Point. But, fuck, he really swooped in there, didn't he? Fast. Well, fuck it then. I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take Bayville. Got speed 10, speed 7. Okay. We're fighting in the fucking cold. Yep. 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 Damn it. And Therados refused. Lost 3 heavies. Lost 3 elites. But they got a lot of kills. That one chariot, though, got 15. Amazing. Cold +1. Awesome. Really loving it. Well, I could make in Bayville, but it's just not ideal. There's not going to be that much resources here. It's going to be shitty. But I can't risk going to war and fighting on both sides. I will lose, I will die, it'll be miserable. We're going to send another message to Therados. Please accept. Please accept, sir. Got too damn much money. Not enough to do with it. Damn, damn. Damn, damn. Okay, good. We got a couple archer factions, archer groups with us. That'll help a lot against barbarians. Therados came onto land. I feel a little cramped here, guys. But that's a lot of wolf tribe warriors and archers. Fuck it, I'm gonna build right here. Yep. Hey, non-aggression pact with Therados. Excellent. And we got 11 air gems. Okay, good. Oh, those guys can't swim. Fuck. You shit ass. Wait, I can't swim. What, because of the chariot? Does that fuck me over? Yep. Chariot does not have swimming. Damn. Then I don't know what I'm going to do with these archers. I mean, we want to attack something, right? But I'm not going to make it up there in time. This was a bust. And go take the throne, maybe. That would be nice. More air gems. All we do is find air gems. Alright, we're gonna take a throne. Sure. What could possibly go wrong? "44 mercenary units were without commander and have left." That doesn't bode well, considering my commanders are sitting in the back here. There's a lot of guys. And, you know, we got arrows, but they're not very good arrows. But they're taking out some archers. I'm happy with that. That's perfectly fine. It's more the elite warriors that are about to get shredded. No shields and charging headfirst into the javelins. With the chariots. Stomp. 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 These fucking ethereals. Oh, we got routed. Yeah, we lost. Huh? Maybe? If we can beat the ethereals? Chariots are... Oh, no, I think we got it. Okay, it was just worrisome there on my elites. But we got it. Chariots did work. Fucking chariots are mean! We lost, well, we don't care about that. We lost 6 heavy infantry, 22 elites, and 1 chariot. But not the charioteer. So we can pay half price. All in all, pretty successful, I would say. Plus 15 income in Katis. Good, good. And my Lizard King caught a never-healing wound. But I can claim this throne. Feels good. Should I sign with Pangea? I'm not going to get Ophalef, right? So I should just say screw it. And we also got Ermor here to the south. You know what? Let's send it to both. One or both will refuse, almost certainly. So we'll see how it goes. Alright. Also, there's an underground here. We don't know what that connects to. Because I have yet to get a scout, although I haven't checked all this. Nope, nope. No scouts. That's a bummer. Also, I have a lot of friggin' money. Way too much money. Probably should build a fort here. After I take this, we're gonna go take this. Hopefully before Ermor does, but I feel like he already hit it. Yeah. Claimed the inner throne. Found a dying forest. Okay. 1 death, 1 nature. Increased death by a maximum of 2. Yeah, we could also build a fort right here. Alright, so we did get 2 points. Dominion spread 2. Order +1. And we get Earth Gem and 3 Blood Slaves every turn. That's fun. We're going to go back this way to pick up all my elite warriors. You're going to build a temple. That's a lot of fucking money I have. Too much? Maybe too much. Okay, we signed pacts with both of them. That usually you'd think Katis is like ass and you don't want to be buddies with them, but apparently not. Everyone wants to be friends with me this time. But the Kitsune, oh, fuck them and their fucking foxtails. We got Kabtili, the ancient shaman. 2 astral, 2 nature. Nice. I'll take that. I'm gonna start alternating in some reborns because we're gonna want Horde of Skeleton spam. Yeah, the fact that chariots can't swim. I mean, you know, that's not a surprising feature, but it's just a bummer. All right, heavy infantry and elite warriors. That is our strat. Two lizard shamans, 15 slave warriors, 5 slave warriors, slave warrior. And I forgot to pick up my elite warriors, so I'm a big idiot there. I'm a little worried he's gonna get to there. I'm gonna leave the chariots here for the moment. The elephants. Oh, they can get there. For some reason. I don't know. Yeah, we're getting there. A few months for the good stuff. Calum actually won with the Storm Knight. Oh yeah, I remember this bad boy. Pretty beastly. You're starving, I know. Fuck! Ermor took it. God damn it! Okay, then I think Scraw Point is probably the next best bet. You got mountains here, you got a swamp and mountains here, you got the forest here, plains and mountain and river here. I think Scraw Point, we'll just take it and be glad. I don't know what to do with you, man. I hired you, but just didn't work out that way. Yep. Yep. Too much damn money. I overdid the scales for now. Really overdid the scales. Okay. Just like to do my remote searching. That's all. It's a lot of heavy infantry I'm bringing in. But they are barbarians, and I have no ranged, so it's going to be a little painful. That's why we wanted the elephants, I guess. 10 heavy infantry, 2 elites. Alright, not bad. We found some nature gems. Alright, and we got the full setup here for whatever good that does us. Yeah, I don't really need you, I guess. We might be able to do this. Oh, Baratos is also here, and took the swamp. I may go to war with Baratos. How do they stack up at the moment? Well, they have the second least provinces. They are 4th on income. He's second lowest on Dominion. And he's got the 4th army size. Not a massive threat, but stay out of my swamp. How about that? Let's go to war. We've made a lot of buddies. Let's go to war. Wish I had my chariots with me. I think maybe we should make a guy to do that. Yeah, we also have taskmasters, because these elites are slaves. But I guess for them, we don't really care about them being in a line. I don't have them in a line, so taskmasters +2 morale. Yeah, make a taskmaster. Alright. And then I'm just going to make a barbarian chief here, specifically just to make palisade. Okay. We're going to get enchantment 5 now. Horde of skeletons, baby. Battle in Rentail. We lost just a little bit. Nothing major. And then we attacked our buddy because he moved in first. I'm not glad he did. He brought his fucking doom stack of 168, and he only lost 22. This is going to be painful. Yep, well, we got it. We've greatly weakened Urmor. I lost 30 heavies and 17 elites. My Lizard King in the back got 15 kills. Oh, and I'm glad I did. There's a throne right here. With a Mine Lord. That's a 2 or a 3, probably. Probably 2. Yeah, that was a little painful. Now I feel like that might happen again, but I don't think Urmor has another one in him. You are going to construct a palisade. You are going to grab some chariots and a bunch of elite warriors and some of these and make your way down to the swamp. Yeah, it'll take a while. Build a temple. We like temples around here in Katis. And you're gonna move here to build a temple. You're just gonna research here now. But I can also recruit mages here. I could recruit Sauromancers out of this place if I want. And I do want, probably. No, not those shit. Yeah. Alright, Therados owns all this stuff. I'm glad he's on my side. So there's nothing else I can claim to help out Elidor. So I guess head back home. We're done here. Yeah, okay. I mean, Scrawl Point will be pretty good on resources, I imagine. And we did get Enchantment 5. I wonder if we should do 2 Reborn now for every Lizard Shaman. Horde of Skeletons is damn good. Oh, did I lose all my dudes again? Yeah, well, they all went that way. Okay. That was all he had, apparently. There's another thing here, but I can't access it without going to war with Urmor, which is pretty shitty. See, now, if I was a true AI Katis player, I'd be making like 50 Lizard Kings, and then they'd all be preaching up their Dominion strength to like 9. And then you'd send them all into battle, and they would just spam Heavenly Strike on everything, everywhere. That's if I was really trying to be cancerous. But they also build a lot more forts, and that's not beneficial to me. I mostly have resource issues. Alright. Seems all good here. Now you can use Dark Knowledge and keep looking for more More good stuff. We also get Twice Born, which is not bad. So what that does... If the necromancer is slain, he's revived as a white mage in the province where the ritual is cast, possibly gaining dark insights in the process. So if we look at the white mage, basically there's a chance, I don't know what the chance is, I'd have to look it up, that they'd go from 2 death to 3 death. Which is a nice upgrade. They also have a cold aura, resist cold 25, resist poison 25, and 21 hit points, 15 defense. But, you know, it's also just like you get your mage back. I don't think it's worth it on them, though. I think more likely you probably want it on your Sauromancers with 3 death already. To go to 4 death? Let me just check if that's true. I don't know. Prime Canis, twice form. Conditions, twice more chances. Has a chance to gain an additional level in the death magic path. Practical testing indicates this happens 20% of the time, but it can't boost beyond 4. Yes, so going from 2 to 3, fine. Going from 3 to 4, pretty good. Opens up a lot more of the higher end stuff. So I think we want to get some Sauromancers and have them all use Twice Born. Like you. Yes, that's good. That's good and strong and good. Beyond that, I don't think we want to waste our death gems on anything yet. But these Sauromancers can start doing Pale Riders too. That's probably what we want to spend it on. You will construct a temple. You will go here to construct a temple. Why don't we just go ahead and double up on Dark Knowledge to quicken that pace. Yeah, okay. And then we're good. We're good. So then, yeah, that's fine. I think we're fine. I think this is all fine. Okay. Burial Mound. Nice. I don't really want this guy leading an army. I want lines. I don't want boxes. So I think we gotta... I mean, I can have boxes for... It's 100... Yeah, 100. He also has 100. Okay, just give me one of these. Yeah. Yeah, you're up here for the moment. So dark knowledge. Find it. Find the dark knowledge. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, with all our buddies, we've kind of boxed ourselves in. So we will eventually want to go to war with one of these groups. But again, I always hate to pull the trigger on that, because as soon as I do, someone else is going to be like, you know what, I'm sick of you, we're going to war. And then I am in a pickle. And I don't want to be in a pickle. I don't like pickles. All right, just wait here for a moment. I'm thinking. Nothing. Labyrinth of Skulls. Nothing. Unrest. Let's go ahead and get a mage here to build a lab. We will preach for now. I will collect troops from you. And I thank you. Although we wanted you to handle these guys to get the +2 morale. Which isn't represented here. Although at the same time, it's like he gives them +2 morale anyways. So it doesn't really mean a thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you now. Hold an attack closest, hold an attack rear. Rear. I mean, I guess we can take this. No one else is taking it. I may as well make it part of my empire. And then you can, I don't know, fuck around. You will build a temple. We got Mott. Yeah, 100 isn't much. Why did I do this? Okay, well, no, all the elite warriors can go on you. Oh my god. Okay, so I can take all these guys too. All these slave warriors. Alright, it's fine. You're coming with, and going where? I mean, what am I doing? I've never had such a peaceful game. If I was gonna pick one to fight, it wouldn't be Therados, that's for damn sure. Maybe Pangea. Now Baratos has really shot up in their army size. Ermor is the weakest, but Ermor is between me and Baratos, as far as I understand. Possibly down here in the underground. So, and I like that I'm not actually at war with Baratos, because Ermor swooped in on that one turn where I was going to go to war. So, yeah, I don't think I'd pick Ermor at the moment. It would probably be Pangea, just to fuck with them for a while. He did take Ophalef from me, and I don't know if I've ever forgiven him for that. Question is, do I need mages to win this war? I mean, without the communion, they have body ethereal and like bark skin. That's what we'd be looking at. With the communion, I mean, group regeneration. Relief is pretty nice. Relief's pretty good. But we also need to make thing. I need cornucopias. I need cornucopias. Get me that. Then we'll talk. I don't even have barkskin yet. Yeah, so we just want research. We don't need mages yet. If I was gonna bring mages, probably the reborn. You can start casting Pale Riders. Alright. Let's mobilize. Ideally, I'd like to fight in my own dominion. But it is spring going into summer, so... I suppose... Graveyard of the Damned. Well of Pestilence. Nice. We lost one elite warrior. And we completed the palisade and Scraw Point. Excellent. Oh yeah, good amount of resources here. Hell yeah, this is the spot. This hit the spot. Excellent. And we want to get a lab built there. We can get some more mages. We like the mages. Okay, are we gonna do this? Oh, Calum is at war with them, huh? That's good for me? I think we're counting that as good. We're doing it. I usually don't initiate wars, but here we are. Dare to be different and all that. And now I know it's this turn where I'm going to see a message from Fuckface. Whatever nation that is. Whatever. It's going to be someone. Yeah, okay. Things are going well. We are on top of troops. Oh, that's right. I can't do that. I have to declare war on him. It's a whole process. We have to sit here for a while and just preach. Okay, let me pen him a letter saying I'm gonna kill him. Here you go, buddy. It's even dumber of a mistake now. There's multiple turns where I can't take it back. Alright. I had a lot of money. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay. He's got sneaking forces everywhere. That's right, he's Elven. And he built another fucking palisade there. Yeah, we are plummeting on death gems, and that's because dark knowledge costs quite a bit. But plus 10 is pretty great. Wish you could find some more nature stuff. Surely we got thaumaturgy. We did. All right. So you now can cast. Nope. Nope, I misread that. Damn it. Why did we not get thaumaturgy 4? When did I cancel that? Yeah, a lot of units here. A lot of Pale Riders. That'll be a good army to go to war with Pangea. I think that's the turn. Messenger has arrived from Pangea. Let the war begin. Now, that doesn't mean I can attack this turn, but next turn. It's annoying. I got attacked by Baratos. So now we're at war with Baratos. I told you. I fucking told you. Where the hell did Baratos attack me? Oh, my fucking throne? It came out of the underground. Oh, you little shitter. You little shitter. That's annoying. Okay. I'm gonna send this Taskmaster. I'm gonna send fucking Greg Davies at him. I'm not gonna know what hit him. Since I can't wait to sit around and we don't want him to bring in more troops. And yeah, we gotta build a fort here to prevent that shit from happening. Another 72 units in the garrison here. I can't fault him too much, you know. Yeah, that's everything. Okay. There you go. Haru specs. Search. And you. Arcane probe. Search. Good. Good. That's an army. Just hop over here real quick. Well, I'm hoping he throws these troops at Calum. I probably should hit his fortress first. Or his palisade first. Alright, I guess. Nothing. We lost. He set up immense PD there. You little shit. Yeah, I don't think I can attack yet. I don't know if I'd want to attack just yet. but very soon we will. We will. I gotta go all the... No, what are you... Oh, yeah, because that... Fuck. Well, that means he's gonna go here if he's gonna go anywhere. Here. Deal with that, asshole. Alright, give me another Lizard King. Nothing, nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. War has commenced. We are at war with Pangea. Let us hit him. Alright, hold an attack, hold an attack, hold an attack. Rear. Closest, closest. That's not a fat line. Let's go with that. That is a lot of horsemen. That'll be interesting. And then for spells, well, you could spam some stuff. Shadow Bolt's not bad. Horde of Skeletons, not bad. Terror, not bad. But this is not, yeah, it will hit friendly troops. And I don't have the greatest of morale in the whole wide world. So let's just do some Shadow Bolts. Okay. Yep. That's fine, that's fine. I don't think I twice born to this guy, of course. Holy shit, this guy got 4 death. Probably he should be the one. We get 2 extra Pale Riders. You can cast Twiceborn instead. Is there any other good nature shit I could be getting? No. Yeah, we don't have much big nature other than this random guy we got. I still didn't get that better indies mod to get better independent mages. Oh yeah, I can be making mages here. More Sauromancers. We love them. For this turn, you're going to be waiting. A few more troops. You guys, of course, are going to be attacking Bell. Just do that real quick. Actually, how is my PD? I get, I get city guards. Okay, that's not bad. And we get hoplites, slingers. Yeah, I mean, it's not great. Mostly generic shit. It's hard to compete with that dwarven, that nice dwarven PD I'll never forget. Yes. Nothing. Got attacked in Sinkhole Swamp. So he's coming from multiple directions now. We lost 7 of those horsemen. He had pretty substantial PD, so I'll take that. And we lost nothing in Bell. Excellente. Severely damaged in Bell, and we popped Imikdan immediately. But we got bigger fish to fry, right? He can take any of these spots. And now I can't really afford to bolster at all. And I had to go all the way around for this shit. And that's why I wanted to make another Lizard King. Okay, we got a Lizard King. No chariots. We want fat. We got to get across these rivers. So just take that and go. I could have also just sent some of the 2 death mages and just spam horde of skeletons. It's a very viable strat. Unless they have flyers, then it's not available. No, then it's not very good, but they don't. Spiritos. Pretty sure. Well, yeah, I cast spells. Keep forgetting they're level 3 priests. Okay, yes. Get down there. And I will bolster this up to 31. We got money, that's what it's for. That's not really what it's for, but that's what we're spending it on. So, we're doing pretty well in research. I actually could be making the Skull Mentors, but I think that's Construction 5. I believe. Yeah, that's 5 plus 14 research. But it's a questionable thing to waste my gems on. But we do have a lot of Pale Riders here, so why don't you ship on out? That seems like a team to me. We can immediately storm the castle here. Calum seems like it was fended off, but I imagine that left... Oh yeah, it left both of them in a pretty weak spot, whereas I just keep getting more erect. More and more erect. They are flaccid. That's the comparison I'm making. Fucking hell, I really had to make... That was the worst time... Oh my god. I didn't even... why didn't I go down there and make sure? I don't know enough about the other nations. I don't know what Baratos really does. But they're cave people. Probably... I did know that. I knew he came from there. Well, we'll get him. We'll get them all. We'll clean this up. Alright. Ooh, Druid's Grave and Grove Unpleasant. Excellent. He attacked Flemistan, and he did beat it. But he lost 4 of his elephants. That is a nice enough trade. And then the Fortress of Imektan, we lost 22 horsemen because it's admittedly kind of hard for them to do stuff against a fortress. That's where your cavalry's at its weakest. But they did alright. They got 28 kills. And we only lost 1 heavy infantry, 1 elite. Very nice. And we have breached Bell. And we got Niklatu the Lizard Hero. Platu Barata Nikto? Where? Here he is. Sword of Swiftness. And he's got rainbow armor that he can't ever take off. And it's not insanely good. But he is a 150 leadership with +1 inspirational, so we will use him. Now I don't have to make another Lizard King. Get back to making reborns. Alright, we got Imiktan. Good. I have no money whatsoever. Good. Also, you are already diseased because of the fucking well of pestilence I keep passing through. Damn it. That sucks. All right, well, let's beat some work out of you while we can. Oh no. Alright, stay, and you can also cast more Shadow Bolts. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Actually, my Sauromancer didn't get any kills. And this thing definitely is meant to kill, right? Yes. I mean, it has a paralysis effect. But it might do half damage. I don't know, it should be pretty damn strong. 7+ armor negating is pretty damn good. So I don't know. We're going to take Urfel. We're going to take Ophalef. Because he might try to retake that. And we're going to pop open Bell. Taco Bell, maybe. We'll see. We'll find out. Urmor has reestablished in Sinkhole Swamp, meaning that he took my swamp from me. And that really sucks. This place is getting worse by the second. Because we also lost Shambhala. I don't think we ever had Shambhala. I was always meaning to go over there. Damn it. So now we've lost all line to this throne. Damn it. Alright, we really have to take out our frustrations on Pangea then. Well, now I don't know where you're going. I guess you can cross over to Cormark as well. Why don't you pick up some more troops there? A little bit. Okay, I guess. What can you do with nature for me? Pride of Lions is pretty shit. Basically, nothing. I have a lot of nature gems, and we got nothing to spend them on. Conjuration 4 would get us Leogryphs. Conjuration 5, Monster Toads. That's probably what we want. Noxious Vapors and Trample. And Sacred, just for extra kicks. Also Howl. Now, let's get up to Conjuration 5 after all that fun stuff. But for now, end the turn. Nothing. Shrouded Lands, nice. Alan Urfel, we lost one undead horse. Ophalef, one undead horse. And the battle at the Fortress of Bell. Let's watch. We don't watch enough battles. Well, he doesn't have nothing. This is the painful part. White Centaurs, Sacreds, with magic weapon, blood surge, and fortitude. Fuck, that's right, because oh my gods. So oh my gods doesn't just make them have good pretenders, it makes them have good blesses too. And then they'll build these sacred units because they're expensive and they have gobs of money. And then I get fucked finally by an actual good bless. Like, that is a very competent bless. Magic weapon, blood surge. Fuck. Yep, we lost that one due to that bless. That's 100% what happened. This white centaur's got 34 kills, and there were only 13 of them. This regular centaur's also got 27 kills, but that's his archers. We lost 29 heavies. No, we lost... God, I was reading the kills. We lost 66 heavies, 22 elites, all 4 chariots, 15 of the slaves, but whatever. The heavies, that was a heavy loss. I mean, we did a number to them, but I don't think I can go back in right away and get it. He still has 4 white centaurs. He's got 6 centaurid warriors and all 16 centaurs. And the Dryad Mother and the Centaur Hierophants. Damn. Well, we see why Calum failed as well. That is a mean bless on a mean unit. Horde of skeletons would solve some problems. Yeah, I mean, I could ship over 6. And we can put them all the way in the back and just have them start spamming. Draw his army out and just engulf them. Yeah, I think that's the correct option. Fuck it. 6. Go. Alright. That was at Bell. That wasn't even Amaradon. That was his fucking palisade. Okay. I'm thinking. Fuck it. Converge. Converge and conquer. Okay. Yeah. Do have 64 more units sitting here. So... yep. I mean, between the guys. See, I mean, yeah, there's... Like, Batu, why don't you go here real quick? Pick up some units. Okay. We're about to get construction 5. That's good. We can start making some stuff. Maybe. For something. For some cornucopias. Nothing. Enchanted Tomb. Unfound Door. We attacked Bell. Obviously no problem again. He attacked Emicton, and I didn't put any PD there. We attacked Obelsheen. No problem. And we attacked Cormark. A little painful. A little painful, but fine. Baru the Taskmaster joined us in Bell, even though we don't even have it. We immediately breached Bell. And our walls are damaged in a Mictan. So you are obviously going to go back to help out there. And we have to get a replacement going for Seskalu, who's not too long for this world. So go ahead and get a Lizard Lord. Okay. I need to build a palisade here. I mean, it says this is controlled by independence, so I don't understand how he got here. But I'm building a fort here. Why don't you claim and you build? I don't have enough money. Oh, we're chewing through money now, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't have to have so much stuff queued up. It's the Sauromancers that are pretty... They add up. I'll admit they add up. Okay, well, just for a moment, we'll build one less. Okay, so the Battle of Bell. It's a pretty simple script. That's the script. And we can have you also do it. And we're going to set this up specifically for... a fort siege. Okay. That should be quite a lot of skeletons. Oh, you're still preaching here, and yet it's not even in our fucking Dominion. Brilliant. Dominion is just so rough, man. I have a temple in every single one of my provinces, practically. Practically. Standing here preaching. Can't cut a break. He has a temple here, and that's like... And I guess he has here, but it's in water. Ugh, Dominion. Alright, that's good. Yeah, okay, so cornucopias. You can make cornucopias for me. Nope, we have to have nature 3. 3, so you'd have to get a thistle mace first. But that's not that big of a deal. Make yourself a thistle mace. Alright, let's see how the Horde of Skeletons turns out. Claimed the Inner Throne again. Nothing. Graveyard of the Damned in Urfel. Ame has arrived. There was a battle in Bell. Oh, he attacked me in Bell. That's interesting. Because we're set up for this, so this will be fun. Yeah. 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 Pretty good. Any losses there? 1 elite warrior and 3. Yeah, I can't stop the horsemen, unfortunately. Battle at a Mictan. We won. Took some lumps. But not bad. And let's watch the fortress now. New and improved. I see none of my mages are here. Do we have an explanation for that one? That's not going to be nearly as effective, but we at least are drawing them out. which was kind of the goal. Okay, well, at least we got to see it in the first battle. Not sure why I wasn't in the second, but yeah, alright, he must have moved all his shit out. Why are we struggling here? What the hell? Okay. Yeah, lost a bunch of long deads, but I don't really care that much about those. Those are basically free. You know, in a sense. I don't know. I mean, all these guys are here. They just didn't get to participate. They normally should, but I guess that first battle threw it off. Okay, good. I'm glad we got Bell. I'm glad we're not at war with Calum. I think we have to take... Amiradon. And I think what we're gonna do... Well, we should bolster the PD here a little bit. And then we're going to start making troops out of here a little bit. We're going to go south to Amiradon. I'm going to send the mages by themselves up here. And I'm just going to move them further back. It's very hard to stop. Possible, for sure. He has a shit ton of troops, but unlikely. Alright, now you can forge cornucopias. Okay, so we do have Ame here now, who I think for the moment is just going to be casting Gnome Lore. Find some Earth Gems to jimmy up. We've got you two here. Good. That's good and strong and good. Again, do I want to take this, like, the communion stuff? It's pulling off a lot of research at the moment, you know? That's a lot of points, and we still need a bunch of research, so I'm not inclined to do so. But that's always the balance. That's the work-life balance. Yeah, let's get to Miradon. We're gonna need help besieging there. We took this back. Well, we had it, but yeah, okay. I think we were waiting on a lord to replace some troops here. Or no, to replace him. He's still got a little life left in him, though. We probably should keep moving. But I'll try to bump up the PD, because I feel like he's going to make that move. You are picking up troops here. Good. And now heading on your merry way back home. Alright, I'm gonna go downstairs, see what's the sitch. I assume Ermor owns this, right? But if not, if I could take this, I got a line on 2 thrones from that spot. More realistically, I'm gonna eventually have to go to war with Ermor. But if Ermor does own that, and underneath is Baratos or something, then we might want to leave Baratos alone to maybe take the swamp so I don't have to go to war with Ermor. You know, the enemy of my... Yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Sort of. Yeah, okay. see how it all goes. Yep. Thrones, Dark Knowledge, Gnome Lore, Horror Specs, Probing. Fuck. Okay, so he attacked Amiradon. Damn it. Damn it. He's got fucking... Okay. So... Alright, not bad. Not bad. He didn't have much there. Yeah. Okay, the battle in Idlemeyer. We're gonna see the horde of skeletons spam at its finest. Does have a lot of centaurs. But does he have enough centaurs to cut through all the skeletons? He's got enough to throw javelins at my mages. The problem is fatigue, of course. Yep. Fatigue was a big problem. They all died. Yeah, it's kind of a waste, admittedly. But these things are nasty, man. 17 defense, 18 hit points. That's the worst thing for my skeletons to fight. And they have javelins to throw at my mages. Yeah, okay, that was never gonna work. Good to know. Down there, pretty simple. It was Independence. And then he attacked Bell. And we obviously fended that off. Lightly damaged Amiradon, but we got replacements on the way. Yeah, the Centauride Warriors. I have heard Pangea recommended as one of like the best beginner factions. And I feel like it's just because of just make like 500 of those. You win. I mean, what's the counter here? Well, well, I mean, they have no resistances, so if we can just get poison going, that'll do some wonders to fuck up their defense scores. And where are we on that front? We've never gotten a water mage, right? There's a slim... Oh, no, we did. Oh, but I have to get him up to 4 nature? That's not going to happen, is it? But he could try and find me some water. Or we just empower using... That's not great. No, we'll have him search. That's a long process. That's going to be a long, slow process to get water gems going. But I don't know how many alternatives I have. Oh, he also has water. Okay, you also search. Okay, so this is just... And this leads here. Which may or may not be unclaimed. But there's so many thrones over here. Damn! Alright, I'm going to move on. I'm going to keep taking it. This is cavemen, which is kind of scary, but... We'll be... probably fine. Okay. Should I try to be buddies with Calum so they don't just also start a war with me? Probably. Pangea is on the bottom of the heap. I'm on the top of the heap. But how much of that is just due to my insane amount of Pale Riders? A lot of Pale Riders. Yeah, okay. Found a mud field. Nothing. 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 Ouch. Fucking cavemen. We got attacked in Cormark. Right where the throne is. So where did he come from? We gotta figure this out. Unless he's got some sort of teleport or... I don't, there must be some other answer. We got attacked in Bell. And he's besieging us again. Yep. And we attacked Elder Hill. No problem. Moderately damaged in Amiradon. Damaged at Bell. Okay. Then why don't we help clear up Bell for the moment? We'll slowly whittle down Amiradon. Thankfully, we got you finally. I mean, you can see these horsemen are not bad. Like, they're pierce resistant. They only have 5 hit points, but they're pierce resistant with 10 protection, 14 defense. And they get the charge bonus. And you just... the fact that you get 25 of them per cast. Or in our case, I think 27 per cast. I mean, yeah, it's really easy to field like 160 of these things. And they're just like kind of solid cavalry. That aren't going to go down to arrows that easily. You know, the average arrow from like a short bow is 11 piercing. So that's going to do on average like 1 or 2 points of damage to them. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, we're shipping out. We're going to attack Dumna up here. And we have the goal of wiping out... okay. That doesn't answer the mystery or anything. I mean, does Barito... I gotta look up Barito. Do they get some sort of special ability? Or is there just... am I really losing my mind from playing too much Dominions, and I'm just not seeing this? Barito's the Phoenix Empire. Oh, they can sail. Is that what they're doing? They're sailing? Is he... no? Maybe? Is he sailing from the Misty Bog? Would that be possible? Maybe. Well, we don't have to worry about that for much longer. Well, the problem is I'd really have liked to have snuck up to Strong Bay. But I definitely would have attacked him here if I could have. So why don't we just, like, preach here? What was I gonna do with 3 nature? Oh, we're gonna get empowered in water. But then I need 4 nature. So I need, like, the fucking Tree Lord staff, which is 5 nature to make. So I'd have to just empower him in nature twice. I don't think I can get a native 3 nature dude, right? Like, we're pretty certain on that. Oh, no, it is. I mean, there's the slimmest possibility. And, like, that's a 25% chance, and then a 10% chance, and then another 25% chance. And that all would have to line up perfectly to get a 3 death, 3 nature Sauromancer. Fuck that. Just empower this dude. But if I can get him to 5 nature, not only can he make the Tree Lord staff, we can also get Mother Oak, which is 10 nature gems a turn, which is going to be massive. Because then I can make Tree Lord staffs for everybody. And that's very big. Tree Lord staffs on everybody with cornucopias. Like, yeah, that's pretty strong. Okay, give it to me straight. 45 nature to go to 3. Let's do it. I'm gonna convert, like, all my air to nature and all my glamour to nature. So that's not too bad. Okay, it's fine. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, yes. We got 44 here. We got 28 here. We do have 45 units in the garrison here in Bell. So let's pick those up once you move in. Other than that, I think we're okay. I wonder where his capital is. We haven't even seen that yet. I'm gonna guess, like, right here next to Dunma. Okay, Calum did not agree on the initial shot there. Arcane Probing, nothing. Haruspex, nothing. Dark Knowledge, nothing. Gnome Lore, nothing. Battle in Dunma. We are now besieging. He attacked Obelshin, which we lost because I haven't thrown PD around or anything. Ow! That hurt. We lost 36 heavy infantry. Damn, I mean, that is their fucking job, and they did it, because the Elite Warriors killed 48, Charioteers killed 35. So they held the line while the others did the work. Moderately damaged in Amiradon and immediate breach in Dumna gives me a lot of hope. So go ahead and storm that. We're here, so now we can replenish this, replenish this. Go ahead and start building a bunch of these. And yeah, he took Obelshin from me. That's annoying. I think we got to get PD on all these spots we've been neglecting. Mictan. Yeah, okay. Be also nice to get temples all up in here. But we're running into money issues again. Alright, empower yourself in nature again. Make it happen, man. Okay. Boy, he's really besieging that palisade. I imagine he's gonna get it. But, holy shit, he lost Sinkhole Swamp. Which suggests to me that that Ermor doesn't have Strong Bay. So, annoyingly, we gotta abandon this and go back up top. We're still building the palisade here. I think I gotta roll out with the Barbarian. Just to take the swamp. This won't be messy or anything. This won't be a bad idea, I can't imagine. It's gonna be a bad idea. Alright, think we're good. Think we're, I don't know about good, but we're getting there. Okay, someone else claimed the throne. Arcane probing, nothing. Gnome lore, nothing. Dark blue knowledge. Garden of bones. Haro specs, nothing. Nothing, nothing. Fuck, we attacked Ermor. He did take it. But this isn't a war. But I knew we weren't going to beat that, or he's going to send in more. He's got his fucking sacreds. Damn it. Fucking popped the barbarian chief easy. We would have won that if the chief hadn't died. That sucks. Well, there goes the swamp again. He was fast on that, man. He attacked Bell. So now we're being besieged again, of course, of course. And then here we lost 15 horsemen, 1 elite. And we have Dunma. Diarrhea in Urfel. Got the Palisades in Cormark completed. Moderately damaged in Amiradon. Enemy can't harm our walls in Bell. Good, good. Bata Baratu Nikto, you are going to grab more troops. Troops. Why don't we do more of these? And we'll do that. Alright, you're loaded for bear. Yeah, I'm gonna bring more of you along. We're gonna roll out. We have 96 here. I imagine we could win. 102? You think? Yeah, we can win. May as well try to win. Why be besieged if I don't have to be besieged? Break that siege. I mean, I got 76 fucking elite warriors. Can't lose. Okay, we have dark knowledge everything around here, I guess. Or no, you were summoning. No, you weren't. You were dark knowledging. Yeah. Well, we just got Dumna, so why don't you do that? Yeah, I'm not making quite as many troops here as I'd like. That's not much of an army. Why don't we just put you on patrol for now? Ditch the Lord for now. Make some more troops for now. You can go here. Dumna, not too many troops coming out of this place. Not until I gather up all these other... You know, the 6 Dragon Balls around me. Alright, well, let's do it. Let's do exactly that. I would say Pangea is in a rough spot. I'm in a strong spot. That's how I would read this. Theranos is growing, though. He seems unbothered by a lot of other people. Pangea he's still making troops. He's still on the rise. He's pumping things out of his capital. Ermor is actually on the decline. He must have lost a lot of troops on that siege. That's what happened. But otherwise, he's fine. And then Baratos, I think that's who that... Yeah, that Baratos. I lost a lot more on that siege. But yeah, they're all kind of mingled down there. And then there's Theranos and then me. Alright, so we got 5 nature. Do I want to build Mother Oak here? Not especially. I'd rather it be in my capital. So why don't you make your way over there? We have a palisade here. We actually can make a decent number of troops out of this one, too. So, I may as well. We like troops. Big fans of troops. Maybe someday we'll be a big fan of a nature communion. Where are we at on our research? 250 a month. Of Conjuration 5 in a couple months. Yeah, I mean, we're really more of a, I don't know. I mean, we are kind of a death nation, but it's the nature communion. I'm just thinking of what's. Let me Google. You know what? I'm gonna Google and just tell me what the best things to do with a nature communion. A lot of information about communions. Okay, that's there's some interesting. I mean, this fucking game. Okay. I mean, I got caught up with another article all about. So the big thing with communions is getting access to higher tier stuff, but also scaling stuff that has like more effects or something like that, based on having more levels in the path. But I'm just like trying to find out what would be the spells to cast here. This doesn't answer anything. I don't think Nature Communion is like the most popular. Damn it. Can't find any good discussions about this because not many nations do nature communions. It's a pretty uncommon thing. And of course, everything's for Dominions 5. I don't think that changed. Okay, this says you can use communions of 2 shamans to support 2 astral sauromancers indefinitely with personal regeneration. Oh. Oh, wait a minute, I see. Oh, yes, I see. So, right, oh, yeah, no, that's pretty good. Oh, damn, that's pretty good. So, wow, yeah, okay, I wouldn't have thought of that. Okay, so, the problem with, having, like, a master spamming spells in a communion over and over and over is that it's going to cause fatigue damage to the slaves, and they're going to die. Generally. Eventually, you take enough fatigue and they die, because the master just keeps spamming. But what you do is any buffs that the master applies to himself also apply to all his slaves. So he casts personal regeneration on himself, which he can because he'll have 2 nature. Yeah, he'll have 2 nature. So then he can cast personal regeneration. The slaves get it, and they'll never die from fatigue damage because they'll keep regenerating the damage. And so you just have 2 slaves to 1 master. And he can just keep spamming, like, Port of Skeletons or something like that. Oh, fuck, yeah, okay. So... Right. So this guy has water and nature, right? But he doesn't have astral. But, since we specifically have a earth astral pretender, we can make the Sky Metal Matrix and just give him Communion Master. So he will get boosted by any Communion slaves on the battlefield, which will boost all of his paths. The slaves don't have to share the paths, but it's just a lot more cumbersome for them. Which means that we didn't even have to do this other thing and do all the things with water, with Paghat and stuff. We could just have any guy that has water and nature and give him, and let him cast Foul Vapors. That's the fucking ticket. So, the thing is, we're gonna need a lot of slaves for him to do that. Well, no, because now we can make the staff. So we give him a staff. That bumps him up to nature 3. 2 slaves will bump him up to nature 4. And he has the 1 water. He'll have 2 water, but yeah. And then he can cast Foul Vapors. Which, what did we say? It was enchantment? Yeah. And then he can cast Foul Vapors. That's the fucking ticket. Boy, it's all coming together. Yeah, okay. Good nature spells are Swarm, Sleep, and Poison Cloud. Poison Cloud, hold up. Evocation, Poison Cloud. Poison Cloud, that's an air spell, though. Damn, I think that got changed. It makes sense. Yeah, that's all includes air now. And I just dumped all my air gems. I could have empowered in that. We have no access to air. Breath of the Dragon, Panic. Big battles use Howl, Darkness, Rain, Quagmire. Oh yeah, Quagmire. Enchantment 5. Oh, that's a water. That's a big water thing. But all units without swamp survival suffer -1 attack, -1 defense, +2 encumbrance, -20% combat speed. Pretty big. We'd have to have a decent-sized communion, but we should start to have a decent-sized communion. Well, there is, it's not going to be able to make it. And we need construction 7 to get it. But there is the water bracelet, which, no, he could make that. That would cut down a little bit on the communion size. He'd only need 4 slaves then to cast Quagmire. But we also plan on using him to cast... Yeah, we have another one water than one here. Okay. These are all... See, these are big game-changing things that you really should be doing. So... Yeah, I'm going to stick with Gnome Lore for now. I'm hoping to just wrap this war up and not be in another one, and gives me just a little time to build for like the final sort of push through Urmor to take all these thrones. There is Stone Woods over here, so that'll be a second throne I'll most likely get. But yeah, definitely going through Urmor is the answer in the end. Although Urmor, oh yeah, those are only ones apparently. He's got two. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, I forgot about the fucking the communion matrix thing to let you just give anyone a communion master. That is very big. All right, I'm gonna leave it off here. This is good long enough video, and I knew we weren't gonna finish in one. That was the whole point. We've been having too many one-off videos. I feel okay. I wish our Dominion was better, but admittedly, I mean, we pretty much have Dominion wherever we have provinces. So, you know, it's all right. We're not breaking out, but everyone's kind of contained within their own shit. And we were building a lot of time. I mean, we had a lot of money for a long time, and now it's been a bit tougher. But that's because our army size rules the fucking world, crushing everybody else, which is kind of wild to think about. I don't really think of myself as having that many troops, but I suppose I do. Yeah, I mean, Katis is not bad. EA Katis, not bad. I think MA Katis is where it really gets cancerous with poison and everything, right? Because our Dominion here doesn't do anything nasty. Yeah, I don't think our Dominion here does anything nasty. But if we go to MA Katis, you know, I feel like half these videos are just me on a web page you can't see. Yeah, so now in MA, your Dominion becomes the disease and the economy ruiner and turns everything into swamps. I think you also get... I don't think your mages change a whole lot. You're still death and nature with a little bit of astral and water. That doesn't change them that much, but you get those fucking poison slingers. Yes, I mean, I'm very much looking forward to that. Just poison everywhere. And against AI, unless we're fighting undead or something, that is going to be amazing. Oh yeah, the Sacred Serpents. I completely forgot about that. Who the fuck can do... Was that the Sauromancers that are meant to do that? No? Do I not get that? I see that in MA Katis. I thought that was mentioned here. Apparently not. Yeah, apparently not. It says Sacred Serpents. Who has that ability? Oh, maybe that's the little priest? No, it's the high... Oh, it's a high priest. Oh, that might be worth making one to just... Oh, yeah, I should have been shitting out. So the Sacred Serpent has 22 hit points, 7 protection, 7 defense. Yeah, okay, those aren't great defensive stats. They get Venomous Fangs, which do 10 damage, 15 poison. Armor negating, of course. They resist some poison. And they're, of course, sacred. But based on the guide that I looked at, I don't think he really even mentioned it. Oh, yeah, fuck. That's right. I always forget it even exists as a mechanic. Okay, I have an opportunity here to not forget. To just have bodyguards on all these death mages that are spamming Horde of Skeletons. That would improve their survivability immensely. That's right. Always forget that. Yeah. Yeah. I know, I was gonna end the video, but now I've, like, done part of this turn, so I feel like I have to. Yeah, so we didn't pick a bless at all, and I don't know how good those are unless you have some amazing bless. And everything I read seems to suggest that, Oh, so in Dominions 4, you could just recruit those Sacred Serpents. And they had, like, a morale boost effect. Oh, they still have that, but... yeah, now it's more tricky and... yeah, okay. Pontifex Maximus claimed throne of the Pantocrator. That's not good. Enchanted Tomb was found. Iron Cliff was found. We like this. We attacked Ungbeloth. Razed the temple to the ground. We attacked Obelsheen. Conquered. And we attacked Bell. Kind of painful. But he lost, so fuck off. Turmoil +2, Dominion -1. Because of the Pantocrator throne. Moderately damaged Amiradon. And my Lizard Lord died from a disease. At least he saw Ungbeloth. Alright, so, yeah, Urmor just took a 3-pointer. Which means he's at 5 out of 9. That's good. Possibly that one? Or he went into the water here, but I would assume it's this one. Yeesh. Urmor is being a threat. He doesn't even seem to have that much troops, but maybe he's just got a lot higher quality than I do. I don't know, or I'm fumbling the bag here with Pangea forever. Fucking Pangea. I still haven't seen his capital. Disgusting. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna end the video. Good stuff, man. Fucking Dominions, I just can't get enough. I mean, after all that modded stuff, you know, most games, like, practically every game I've ever played, it's like, once I get into mods, I can't play vanilla. You can't go back. You can't play vanilla. That's crazy. How could you play vanilla? It's ridiculous. You play with mods. Mods are great. Here it's like, fucking Dominions, man. I mean, yeah, we do have mods, but I mean, what really? Basically, none of these mods I really need. I could easily play without any of these. AI no recruit just makes it a little harder for me. Improved casting AI basically just makes it harder for me. I mean, it does help my guys off script, but yeah, it helps the AI more because they're always off script. The gem gen, yeah, I mean, it helps when I actually get the items made and get them into battle and use them properly, but that's a very small part of the experience. The new sprites, yeah, okay, I actually didn't even play Dominions without it. So, I guess I could play without it, but yeah. Oh my gods, yeah, it just makes it harder for me. Trusty research, yeah, I mean, I have played without it. We did a bunch of that modded stuff recently without it, so I could live without it. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a reason to take it off, of course, but I wouldn't be devastated if it just got removed from existence. And then the Worthy Heroes, it's a slight buff, but not really that major of a thing. So yeah, I mean, mostly this is just vanilla Dominions. Except for some buffs partly to AI. And yeah, it's just fucking good, man. Every single game is, like, just wildly different. I've actually been itching to go back and play MA Ulm again. And just, like, because that was my first game, my first nation, really. And I'm just kind of interested a lot to go back to that now with all I know. And try and just really, you know, do a much better job. I mean, I won that game, but that was a slog of a game, I think. Anyways, my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.